Hello and welcome. This is Axis Pakistan. I'm Omer Farooq Khan. Last week was one of those weeks in Pakistan uh, where Islamabad did just make headlines. Uh, it really shifted gears. We saw Pakistan enter a new phase of civil military power politics, a week that started with speculation and ended with a message: the system is locking in for the next 5 years. Now, you must note it that this appointment is a very powerful appointment and to a very powerful position. Let's break it down. So first, the biggest development: General Asim Munir was appointed Pakistan's first chief of defense forces, plus given a 5-year term as army chief or chief of the army staff. Now in Pakistan, even a 3-year term sparks debate, but 5 years, it's a big time. Not any prime minister in Pakistan's history has completed his 5-year term. So, and now the army chief of the army staff will be appointed in future for 5 years, and this is also renewable. It can be extended again for 5 years, for another 5 years. That's not just an appointment. That's a strategic signal, and it tells us three things straight away: no surprises in the security setup anytime soon, no rotating door at the top of GHQ, and yes, despite chatter, no visible friction between the prime minister's camp and the top general. At least not enough to derail the plan. This is more than just a reshuffle. It's a reset. What the 5-year term really means. Now, this is an important question. Let's talk about why this matters. A 5-year tenure means Pakistan's Afghan strategy locked in. No change in Afghan strategy apparently seems like now with the General Asim Munir at top, there will be consistency in Pakistan's Afghan policy. Middle Eastern militancy cooperation, military cooperation, not militancy. It was slip of tongue. So Middle Eastern military cooperation, no major shifts. China-Pakistan economic corridor, CPEC, security, stable chain of command. Basically, the entire regional security outlook is being placed on a single continuous timeline. It also means the current civil military equation survives beyond the life of the current government. Even if politics flips, the security doctrine won't. This is this is the closest Pakistan has come to a fixed long-term command model, similar to modern militaries. Meanwhile, on the political front, the heat turned into a warning. This week, this week did just create headlines; it created flashpoints. An unofficial military aligned senator publicly warned PTI and its detained chief Imran Khan that alone would have been big news. But then came the nearly 2 hour press conference by the DG ISPR Major General Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry. 2 hours is unusual. 2 hours targeting a political party is unprecedented. And the message was unambiguous. Imran Khan and his narrative are now seen as a national security threat. Once that label enters the official vocabulary, it doesn't just disappear, it becomes a framework. Uh, PTI did react to the army or the army's spokesperson's presser. The PTI addressed press conferences, strongly reacted on social media platforms, uh, uh, and held on Sunday a rally in Peshawar, their stronghold, their home turf. But the turnout, a few thousand people, not a significant show, not impressive for a party that governed Khyber Pakhtunkhwa for over a decade. That's not a show of strength. It tells us workers are scared, leadership is scattered, and the party machinery isn't able to mobilize under pressure. The optics speak for themselves. PTI is in power in KP, but not in control. This is what we see. Let's zoom out for a moment. Pakistan now has a chief of defense forces, a unified military head overseeing army, navy, and air force. Uh, this is not symbolic. It's one of the biggest structural changes in decades. It means it means centralized command, uh, fewer power silos, uh, better inter-services coordination, and potentially the beginning of joint theater command in the future. This aligns Pakistan close to modern militaries, and it reduces internal rivalries which have shaped national security for years. It is a consolidation of power at the top with a long-term horizon. Uh, Now we'll also touch Afghanistan, as I do in almost all my shows, all my podcasts, programs, vlogs. Now, Afghanistan, we are in a phase where TTP attacks are rising. Kabul refuses to act against militants. Border tensions are increasing. Pakistan is openly striking across the border, and public rhetoric is turning harsh. Uh, this is not a theater where leadership changes every 2 years. Help. Consistency matters. The chain of command must stay predictable. Uh, a 5 year term ensures Pakistan's Afghan doctrine remains firm, unified, and uninterrupted. Now, Middle East. There is and then there's the Gulf. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, all re-engaging with Pakistan. New investment flows, defense deals, security cooperation. These require stability at GHQ. A long-term army chief reassures Gulf capitals that Pakistan won't change commanders and policies every few years. It makes defense diplomacy smoother and more profitable. So so what does all this mean internally? When ISPR directly calls a politician a national security threat, the political landscape shifts. Expect tougher cases against PTI, it seems. Uh, Faster prosecution timelines, increased institutional pressure, very limited street space for PTI, and KP's government under heavy watch. For Imran Khan, this is not a political fight anymore. It's a fight within a national security framing, and those are battles fought on entirely different rules. Put everything together, the security architecture is being locked for 5 years. Political volatility will continue, but under containment. The Afghan file will stay hardline. Middle East ties will deepen under GHQ's management. PTI's space shrinks unless it completely recalibrates, and the definition of stability will be set by the state, not political actors. This wasn't just a heated this wasn't just a heated week. It was recalibration. It was recalibration. Pakistan didn't just appoint a new chief. Pakistan set the direction for the next 5 years of security, regional strategy, and internal politics. And the message out of Islamabad and Rawalpindi is clear: continuity on top, control inside, and caution everywhere else. Thanks for watching. I'm Omer Farooq Khan. This was Axis Pakistan.